Hello guys, welcome to Photographics Academy. So today we're going to be retouching this image using Made as previously called and now called Kumu. Yeah, so it was rebranded not quite long ago. So the name was Made. If you knew it as Made, the name is now Kumu. So we're going to be using it to retouch this image, add a little color grading, and let's see how much we can be able to do with it. So one of the first things I want to correct in this image is the color cast that I'm seeing. So the background is casting a lot of green tones on the image, taking away what her skin tone really looks like. And to fix that, there are a few sliders, we can use to do that. We can use curves. We can as well use color balance. So let's try using curves and see what we can do with it. So if what we have here is green, then the opposite of green is magenta. So we'll go to green slider, can just, drag it towards the magenta and immediately it's reducing. But if you look over the hair, you will notice that we still have even a stronger color there, but we do not want a lot of magenta on the skin. So we'll just go down to the shadow area, which is this area, and reduce it as well, like that. Beautiful. Then we'll go to our blue icon, and as well in the shadow area, add a little blue to reduce the yellow on the hair. And we already have made a tremendous change. Look at it, the before, the after. So you see immediately we now have the color cast taken away. You can as well add some contrast to the image and maybe increase the highlight a little bit, and you are good to go. So this is the before, this is the after, just the same thing you would do in your Photoshop. So let's get straight to retouching her skin. So if you look at her skin, you'll notice we'll have quite a very good number of blemishes we need to take care of. And to do that, you just have to go all the way up to retouch to blemish removal category, and just increase the acne on the face, the acne on the body blemishes, and you are good to go. Look at that, the before, the after. Just few sliders, we're already making tremendous changes. Then you might want to reduce the matte on the face, that's the highlight on her face. Reduce the forehead wrinkles, lift up the dark circles a little, and lift up the wrinkles around the eye. I'm not going to touch the cheek line and the smile line because I want it in the picture. So I'm going to reduce the lip line a little. Then we'll get straight down, increase the neck wrinkles a little bit. And in case you lose focus on your face, you can as well restore it by clicking on face disfocus repair. So I'm increasing it by 100 to bring in more sharpness and focusing into my image. Once that is done, I'll go straight down to skin retouching. So in the skin retouching slide, I'm going to first of all do my frequency separation and also add some, maybe reduce or add whatever I want to do. So this is the frequency separation result. Still looking rough. Then we'll come to frequency separation for the body, and we'll add for the body. So coming up here, there are three other sliders we need to increase our skin refinement effect, but don't take it all the way up. It's going to flatten the whole thing out. Keep it somewhere in the middle. Then your neutral gray leveling to do those tiny macro dodging and burning effects. Then as well increase your neutral gray contour to bring back dimensions and details. If you still feel you need to even do more in the skin retouching, you come down to the AI retouch and increase it slightly, then bringing back some textures to the face, and we are good to go. That will be it for skin retouching. Moving forward, we need to color grade her skin, because if you look at her, she's having so much reds. I want it to go towards a more slightly darker skin tone. So I'll come down to the skin tone area, select the neutral. Let's see if we can pull it down here. Beautiful. So we'll just cool it down a little. We can even try out other skin tones that we'll have here. The rosy is actually so nice. Let's see what it looks like with a warm skin, a warm effect. This is beautiful. I think I'm going to stick with this. All right, then reduce the intensity and we are good to go. So I'll go to the body, balance the skin tone on the body and multiple areas, in case there are a few areas that are not exactly the same color. So this is what we have so far. The next thing to do is to enhance the makeup on her face. So we'll go down to the makeup area, we enhance the makeup, the eyebrow, enhance eye makeup, lift the highlights a little, then increase the shadows very well, so that we'll get that dodge and burn effect back. If you think the contours are not very strong enough, You can as well go to the contour area here, that contour area, and look for a contour that matches the makeup on her face. I think this one works, but that takes away the shadows we'll have towards the edges. Let's just go around. Okay, so this is it. This is a perfect one for her, so I'm going to just reduce it a little. Then my lip makeup, I will also enhance it, push the lightening a little, then enhance my blush slightly. Now the next thing to do is to go to the hair section. You can even add your eyelash in case you need some eyelash to the image. You can just go to the eyelash over here and just add some eyelash to her, make it slightly strong. Then you can as well change her eyebrow. Maybe look for an arc, this one, yeah. So it makes the makeup even more profound. You can as well add some, some lip gloss to her lips. So just pick, I think, something very neutral and pinkish should give us a very good result. Very good. So that works. Or rather, I can actually reduce it. Or go for something slightly darker. Let's see. How does that handle it? I don't think I'm going to need to do anything on the lips. Let's leave it the way it is. So to the hair area, I want to darken the hair a little. So I'll go to the hair, remove the stray hairs, then go to the number 1 over here. So it gives us a very dark hair. Then we'll reduce the opacity of it. Good. So come down to intensity and just, drop it. And we are practically done. So if you feel you still need to make a little change to the body shape, you can go down to body, go to model, and it tries to reshape her to fit like a model. They just need to reduce the intensity and you are good to go. So this is the overall before and after. If you want to change the background maybe to something more like a green background, you can as well come into the more and find the one you want to use. No, this is too much. This is too much. This is hiding her. So I think the background she had already was beautiful, just that it's slightly too warm. So I can go to the custom, use my eyedropper to pick a color from the background from her own background, and maybe move it slightly towards the greens and slightly darker already. Then add it as a gradient and apply it on the image. Let's see how that works. So we'll just pick it and apply it on the image. Good. Look at the one we have. Okay, so I think the changes have not yet been implemented. Let's see. So we need to move it towards the green tones area. The gradient didn't really work, so let's go to solid color. Beautiful. But I think it's too bright, so we need to bring it down. Very, very good. Okay, so this is how you do it, my friend. Let's wait for it to apply. Very good. We are good to go. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. If you feel the reds are too much, you can actually go to your HSL slider and just go to the saturation and bring down the reds a little, bring down the oranges a little. So we get even something more beautiful. The before, the after, the before, the after. So I know you'll be wondering by now, how can you get Kumu and start using it in your own workflow? All you need to do is just go to the description of this video down here, and you will see the link. You will click. Once you click on the link, you will be able to download Kumu and start using it in your workflow to make work more simplified and more easy for you. Thank you so much for watching. Do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, turn on your notification bell to get notified every single time we'll drop a new video. Until then, see you on the next one. Bye.